Welcome to Nick's Home Nonsense. Got something special for you here today. We're going to be working on, we're going to be working on shoveling some gravel, putting in the back of the Kawasaki mule, moving over to the hoop shed foundation so we can work on the hoop shed. Is that special? No, not really. But that's what needs to be done. So that's what we're going to be working on here today. So put my gloves on. The gloves with holes in them. Yeah, those are the best. Let's get doing it. Oh, it does have a thing. All right. We got a shovel, which is good because the last time we were working on the hoop shed, we broke our shovel. So we got 2 new shovels. Look how new they are. Got them from an auction. Gonna be shoveling some gravel, putting it in the back of the Kawasaki mule, and driving it over to the hoop shed foundation and unshoveling it. We can dump a little, but it's gonna be heavy, so we'll have to shovel a lot before we dump it. I want to say thank you to those of you who told me about putting the rear sprocket to a bigger sprocket on this Kawasaki, because it's been working pretty good since we put a larger sprocket on. We used to have chain slap.
Really helpful.
It'd be a lot easier to use the tractor for this.
Beautiful.
We do have a tractor with a front end loader, but the problem is our gravel pile is now so small that the tractor is not precise enough. It's a big old tractor, and it's the other shovels over there, and the tractor's not very accurate because everything on it's crooked and broken. So we just have this little pile of gravel left, unfortunately, because that means we need to buy more gravel. And if I try to use the tractor to scoop up this last little bit of gravel, I'm just going to be pushing it under the camper here. So now I've got to shovel it. All right. Hi. Thanks for joining. Hi, guys. Yeah. What we're doing here today is we're shoveling gravel. That's no fun. Needs to be done, though, so I've got to do it. And I was just telling everyone that I'd like to use the tractor, the bucket on the tractor to scoop it, but we don't have enough gravel left to use the big tractor because the tractor's not precise enough. It would just shove it all under the camper. So now we're at the point where we got to use a shovel. Yeah, thanks for joining, guys. So we're working on a hoop shed. So we're going to shovel gravel into the back of a Kawasaki mule here. There it is. And then we're going to drive it over and shovel it out. Because it's not a automatic dump bed, we'd have to lift it. And once we load this with a bunch of gravel, we're not lifting it. Not until we shovel a bunch out. So we gotta do it by hand. Shovel by shovel.
I wish it wasn't automatic jump. Couple of the JP.
So check this out. What kind of worms live in gravel? That's like the super worm. Yeah. Hi guys, thanks for joining. We're shoveling gravel for the hoop shed.
There's worms that live in the gravel?
There's worms that live in the gravel, yeah. Let me get that worm out of there.
There's worms that live in gravel?
We'll save the worm. Hi Michael Mendez, hi. We're saving the worm, because if I shovel that into the back of the Kawasaki mule, it's going to get crushed and smushed, so I'm going to throw it under the camper. Don't let the chickens see it, though.
We need reflectors on the back of this.
Reflectors, lights.
They totaled it.
We're going to need more gravel.
Yeah, that's what we're going to need.
That's why we're shoveling it by hand, because we don't have much left.
No.
It's a cloudy, cool day out here in central Wisconsin. But It rained a lot yesterday, like a lot, too much. It rained a ton yesterday. Like storms came through. How hot is it here? It is not hot at all. Hi from India. Awesome. Thanks, guys. It's maybe 67 or so out. It's pretty cool today. But, hi guys, 81 there. Awesome. It might get close to 80 here today once the sun comes out, if the sun comes out. But shoveling gravel, I'm probably going to start getting hot and sweaty. So that's why I'm wearing this and dirty pants, because it's going to be a dirty job. All right. Hi, Vincent. Vicent. All right. Household. Hi, guys. Shoveling gravel. So it rained like crazy yesterday. Had a huge storm come through. Thankfully, just a few broken branches. No down trees, no damage to the house. Portugal, 35. All right. That's probably not Fahrenheit. That might be Celsius or centigrade, but maybe it's cold there. This is about 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Cool. Not bad though, not cold. But so I was telling you, the roosters. I was telling you that it rained like crazy, which is not good because we live in a marsh and everything's wet here. You and your dad is DoorDash. All right, you doing it right now? Are you driving? Hopefully you're not watching this while you're driving. Hopefully your dad's driving. But the roosters again. All that rain made this pile nice and soft, so it makes it easier to shovel.
Oh, that's so tiring.
It is tiring. Whoa. Banging shovels.
I mean, if you...
Oh, we got weeds in our gravel.
You don't want any... Oh, wow, that was amazing. Oh, really strong. Guess it's more workout.
We're running out of gravel.
Definitely gonna need another load. Call him right now. He will come and...
All right, we better stop there with this load
Oh,
because we don't want to break the mule. We need rain here. So hot here. Too hot here.
God.
Some days ago it was 40. Very hot. Don't like it.
Gas can.
Gas can. We don't need a gas can. Yeah, a lot of work. So it's been hot here this summer. Not super hot. But yeah, we've had our share of rain. Dude, let me show you how much rain we got yesterday. This wheelbarrow was empty yesterday. I'm gonna show you how much rain we got in the wheelbarrow just yesterday. Dude. Crow, you down here? Check this out. That's how much rain we got yesterday. That's horrible. We are working on shoveling gravel for a hoop shed. And look at that. That's all the way up to this mark. It's up to the top of the yellow. That's how much rain we got, up to the top of the yellow on this thing. Of course, it's a wheelbarrow, so it kind of collects a little more, but that's a lot of rain. Yeah, we don't need more rain here. It's too bad I can't send some of it to you guys that want the rain. All right, so there we got. We got it in our Kawasaki mule. We got gravel in there. You can see this thing needs work. We got this thing for dirt cheap. Really cheap for a Kawasaki mule. Curve you up here a little. The hood. Yeah, what's up with the hood?
I'm pretty sure the hood was supposed to be connected to it, so it wouldn't fall down every time, but, well, we got for cheap. Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to, no, because it has to go more forward. It's a weird hood, y'all. I don't know.
How about like that? We just set it on the. We just set the hood on. All right, guys, we're gonna start up the meal. I'm a little worried about our tires. Look at that tire; it's getting a little squishy. Hopefully, we're not driving and pop. We are in Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, United States of America. We got a load of gravel in the back with some squishy tires, so good thing we stopped loading it. Yeah, oh yeah, this is my son here, Timothy. He's trying to get the hood fixed. We put a chain hiding under the hood so we can tow things with the meal if we're needing to.
It's not just supposed to come off.
Well, that's fine. We'll leave the hood for now. You let it latch?
Yep.
Now it'll never open. Now our chain's stuck in there. Let's start this thing up.
There's a button.
All right.
But you never know. Oh wow, the tires are looking sketchy.
Yep, the tire's looking sketchy. All right. This thing we put, well, we didn't put nothing in it. Somebody else, before we got it, they put a Predator 420 engine in here. It used to be a diesel. I wish it was still a diesel.
I think the tires just need air. I'm pretty sure they were like...
Let's see the other side. How's this tire looking? This one's looking okay. I filled that one yesterday.
Yeah, I think
All right.
this one
Let's take you on a ride here and go back by where we're building the hoop shed. All right, hopping on in. All right, we're inside the meal now. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, there we go. This thing, we got this thing for dirt cheap because it's been gutted. I'm like, everything in here was taken apart, but it still works. Mostly. All right, let's see if it works now. So far, so good. Hopefully that tire doesn't go flat over there. We're heading over towards the hoop shed. Uh-oh, he says. There we are. Thanks for joining, guys. Got a load of gravel. Heading out by the hoop shed. There it is. All right, we'll stop here. All right. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining. There we go. How long have I been clean? Clean from what? I took a shower a couple days ago. All right, yeah. Here we go. This is where we're working. Let me raise it up here so you can see better. All right, so what we're building here, let me show you. We've got like a perimeter prepped here. So one side, and then over there we got another side. That gravel area there, that's where we're going to be building a hoop shed, a 20 by 30 hoop shed, like a tarp shed. It's half of a hoop, or half a circle, a hoop, I guess. And we just need to add a little more gravel under these boards, and then we can start on the frame. And once we start on the frame, I think it'll go up quick, because we've got these cars here, 1960 Ford Starliners, that we're not going to fit them all in there. We're hoping to get like one of them in there. A little bit more storage to protect things, like the Kawasaki. The Kawasaki, this thing, it sits outside. All this stuff sits outside. I wish the hoop shed was 100 by 1,000, like super huge, but it isn't. Nice car. Yeah, those are cool cars. That's why we want to get a little more indoor storage, because we don't have enough protection from the weather here. Sorry, bro, got you mistaken with someone else. All right. Yeah, no problem. We're in central Wisconsin, United States. Yeah, it's nice out here. We're out in the country. We live on 20 acres, and we're in a marsh though. Right over here is a whole bunch of cattails. There they are. Cattails out there, which means everything's wet out here. And we had a ton of rain yesterday. So not only will this hoop shed keep the items out of the sun, but it'll also keep them from getting rained on so much. You're from central Scotland. Awesome, man. Thanks for joining. Cool cars. All right. Hi there, guys. Yeah. Yeah. There you see. That's like the worst shape one. That one's totally just parts. There's not even a front end on that one. But we've got chickens, goats, sheep, ducks, pigs, all kinds of animals, cats, rats. Rats aren't supposed to be here. I don't like the rats. But yeah, there's another Starliner. That's the second worst shaped one. That one's pretty rough. Check out this cool moss on the windshield here though. And the hood. I mean, look at that. You don't get that growth. Yeah, it takes years to get that to grow. That's that's something. You have people that work for you. That's a lot to take care of. No, I don't have anybody that works for me. In fact, this is just my home. I work a full-time job outside of home here. I would love to just do this, but no, I go to work full-time, leave at 7:30 in the morning most days, get home at 5:30, and then after that's done, I can come here and work on the fun stuff. I work for an internet service provider, an engineer inside plant. So I work in a building with no windows. So I definitely love it when I get to come home and be outside. Carpentry, no, my dad was into carpentry, so I did learn a little bit of that when I was a kid. Unfortunately, when you're a kid, everything that you're taught just goes in one ear and out the other, and you don't actually learn it. So I went to school for electronics, working for a internet service provider, telecommunications company. Yeah, it pays the bills, and once that's done, I get to come home and have fun. So I like to do stuff totally different when I come home, because all day I sit there in like a computer room, data room type environment, and no windows. It's loud, lots of fans going like crazy, air conditioning year round, 68 degrees. So I love to come home and get outside. I never was trained or went to school to work on anything like this. So I'm learning, I'm having fun. All right, thanks, Cedra. Not sure how we pronounce that, but yeah, thank you. So yeah, I enjoy just learning new things, having fun. And yeah, with my kids around, yeah, Barry, I like to get my kids involved in these projects. My oldest son is really involved in working on these cars. He's loving it. And yeah, my youngest son, he's out here with me today, and he's helping to shovel. So what we're doing today is we're working on a hoop shed, and we get it turned around so you get a little bit different view here. There we are. So you can see we got this plow truck here. Yep, I'm still married. Yep, my wife does a lot of the inside stuff. A lot of these animals are her animals, like the chickens and the ducks. And yeah. So she's like the animal person, and I deal with like the landscaping, the gardening, fixing stuff. We have a old house old farmhouse that always needs something repaired and needs work. Yeah, yeah. Keep the kids with me and show them what I do. A lot of kids these days, they don't get to get outside and experience doing real work. And I definitely put some of my kids to work. And so they get to learn what it's like to actually do some hard work. Yeah, show you some of these cars here. I have 7 kids, 2 girls, 5 boys. So there's plenty of them to help work when they want to work. All right, so all these that are right out here right now are 1960 Ford Starliners. This one's got a lot of old moss on it here. I don't think we'll ever get this one on the road running and driving, but it's cool for parts. And actually, this one's cool as like just a showpiece because it's like really like ancient looking. We call it Swamp Monster. Yeah, we got a football team pretty much. Yeah, this thing's in rough shape. Actually, a lot of me and my kids, we joined Taekwondo back in 2020. The kids started first, and I saw the kids going. And when I was a kid, I went for a couple of years, and I was like, now's my chance. I can't let the kids get ahead of me. So I joined a couple months after they joined, and yeah, we've been loving that. Most of them have quit, but there's still 2 of the kids doing Taekwondo, and I don't know if I'll join back up in the fall or not. We took a break for the summer because there's just too much to do in the summer here. Summer's too short. But yeah, we're doing active stuff. Not a football team, but a Taekwondo team. All right, all these are 1960 Ford Starliners. And so we're trying to get this hoop shed built so we can put at least one of these in it. There we go. This one's not in too bad a shape. A little bit, there we go. This one's got some hole right here. And that's not uncommon. I'm no welder, but once we started working out here on the farm, we used to live in the city, then we bought land in the country, and a tractor was my first experience with welding. That tractor, that's in really rough shape. The front end loader just completely cracked, and I had to get a welder. Yep, put the best one under there to fix it up. Yeah, we've got one that's running and driving. It's stored in the garage. That one's in pretty good shape. And then once we get up to the end one there, that one's in the best shape. So that's the one that we're working on right now. Not sure what fell inside there. But yeah, and there's another one you can see right through the window. You can see to the ground and the floor there. This one's in really rough shape. But yeah, we're learning how to do this step by step. My son's actually going to take a couple welding classes at the technical college this fall and winter. So pretty soon I'm hoping he'll be able to surpass a lot more beyond any knowledge I have in welding. Here he comes, he's looking at me. And then we got this one here. This is the one that we're about to put an engine in. It of course needs work, needs a lot of welding. Yeah, we got campers out here. I'll show you in a second once we take a look at this one. This is the nicest of the outside ones. It needs a lot of work, but compared to some of the others, I mean, it needs windows. But as you see, we've got several. So we take pieces and parts of the several, and the next thing you know, maybe we can get 1 or 2 of these outside ones in driving condition. I mean, just listen to this door as it shuts. They don't make vehicles like this anymore. Just hear how solid it is. Yeah, that's a nice sound. There we go. There's a 1972 Starcraft camper. Hi guys, hi Paul. Guess what we call this thing? I'll give you a hint. It's brown. We call it the turd. That was one scary drive bringing that back. Basically, we bought that for storage because what we're lacking here is storage. We have all these items that are exposed to the weather, and we've got that thing right now. It's got hay in it and like engine parts and stuff like that. And then that's my wife's camper there. That's a nice one. And yeah, that's it for the campers, just two campers. 1972 F-250 hiding back there. That's the parts one. There's where the engine hides. That's the engine we're going to put in that last Starliner. Yeah, let's peek under this tarp here. There it is. It's looking good. A Ford FE engine. Yep. My oldest son's been working on that while I'm at work every day. It's free. He took off the top to check out the innards, replace the head gasket, put it back together, and it's ready to go in the car as soon as we get the car ready for it. I think we're going to try and mate a transmission to it first, and then we'll put it in the car. Oh yeah, we got a lot of stuff here. Yeah, it did take us years. We get a lot of stuff from auctions because auctions, you can get things for a lot cheaper than if you buy it brand new auctions or marketplace. All right, could you shout out my son? It's his birthday. His name is Gabe Horn. Happy birthday, Gabe. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay. Yeah, lots of stuff going on, and I work full-time outside of here, so any help that my kids can do is very appreciated. All right, here we are. Here's the plow truck. We use it for plowing snow in the winter. Unfortunately, winter's coming fast. And what we're working on today is we're getting some more gravel under the hoop shed here because winter's coming fast. Winter's coming fast, and if we don't have this hoop shed built before winter, it's going to snow on these Starliners, and it will snow on most of the Starliners because they're not all going to fit in here. One, if we're lucky, will fit in there. So we got these awesome shovels. Check out this shovel. That thing is well used. Somebody used this shovel a lot. We bought it at an auction, and now we're going to use it a lot. Let's hope we don't break it on day one. Yep. Yeah, look at the handle. Look at the handle on this other one. If you can tell, right around where he's holding it, it's all worn down from there to there.
It looks like a golf club.
Yeah. Cool. So we're in central Wisconsin. It'd be nice if we could just dump all this gravel where we need it, but without a hydraulic dump bed, we're gonna have to shovel a lot out first. Basically, we're just filling up under these boards here. There they are. Because the boards are pretty close to level.
Almost. I wish they were level. But then we didn't have to do that.
But
Nothing's perfect.
as we see, there's like a 6-inch gap underneath the boards with no gravel. So we need to prop it up. We're going to put some more concrete in at least like 2 more holes once we get it level. But for now, we got the corners, and I think that'll get it so we can build the hoop shed. Going to need to get more gravel before we're done, I think, because especially once we see the other side of the hoop shed, that's got a huge gap all the way. Oh, I see the sun's coming out. It's going to start getting hot soon now. And I think what we want is we want to fill this whole area here, all this green area between the cars and the hoop shed. I think we want to fill all that with gravel.
But once we do that, it's probably gonna
Make
go
this whole
to the
area
tractor.
parkable.
Except shoveling.
That we'll use the tractor for.
Shoveling into each spot.
If the tractor can handle it. The tractor's in very rough shape. It's a 1960 International B275 diesel. B because it came from Britain.
Man, if only
Pretty
we
cool.
have skid steer, you know? Bucket.
Tractor's old.
Oh, I got the grass.
And you know what? I know who welded that tractor. Me. So if we load too much gravel in it, we might bust those welds.
And if I were to have her well, I'd probably do the tractor job.
But you know, that's how you start. Very few people start out and do it perfect the first time. And especially if you're doing it with no training, it's just a learning curve.
I hope I don't need a well when I grow up. I probably will.
Depends what you plan to do.
Because if I have to well when I grow up, that means something's going to break when I grow up. And I don't want anything to break when I grow up. But that's impossible. Everything has to break down.
Everything breaks.
The house. Everything, man. So,
Then you shove it under the board. Ah,
it's so heavy.
you guys can't see what I'm doing. You bet. Mr. Cheeto's back. It's cold out.
Hey, the tire.
It ain't that cold.
It's airing up again. The tire is going back to normal now.
You can tell I haven't been to Taekwondo since June. Getting a little out of shape. Need to do some more sit-ups.
That work. Which we could just dump it. They'll have a hydraulic bed and this latch gate type
It's
thing.
getting close.
It's not.
Shoveling the gravel, building the hoop shed. Thanks for joining, guys.
Work.
It's all work.
Still have to fix the golf cart. Still have to make trailers.
There's plenty of work to do here. There's always more to do than we have time to do. We're going to need a lot more gravel than this before we're done.
Man, I wish not. At least it'll get us to the start. Start of making the hoop shed. This is just the foundation.
Shoveling gravel on a cloudy day. Hopefully it gets sunny later.
Just so I have in the morning. Hey. It's almost no. Too bad the truck didn't have another parking spot. We could back this up onto it.
Yeah, I'm trying to shove it under the boards. Just setting it next to the boards means that we still have gap under the boards. I see a little bit of sun coming out.
Halloween is coming up for August. Is that October?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's thinking Halloween's coming up.
1, 2, and the mom.
Parking too far. We are. Well, we
If
started
it's
right
almost
here.
October. Halloween's in October.
Yeah. Tell you what.
But
Let's go ahead and back up there, and I think we can dump it now.
Yeah.
We're gonna dump it.
Halloween.
Thanks for reminding us that we're working too hard now.
Nope, can't do. Yeah, Halloween. Next month. Actually,
All right, we're gonna. Yeah, the kids are helping out. They're doing just as much as I'm doing, so that's excellent. Otherwise, it takes 3 of me, and with them, that helps. All right, I'm just moving you back a little so I can turn the UTV around. Get it so you can watch us dump it. And we're gonna try and back up. It's awkward because the camera's mirrored. We're gonna try and back up right over there and dump the rest of our gravel. The hydraulic dump. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah. Well, this thing's old. Look how awesome it looks. Yeah. Very, very handy. Very handy. There we go. There it is. Fill this thing back up. Yes, they do save a lot of work. Yeah. Time to get some more gravel. Thanks for watching, guys. We're moving gravel so we can build a hoop shed. Here we go. The weeds hit the camera. A little bit bumpy out here. not a far drive, but there we go. 20 by 30 hoop shed. We're building a 20 by 30. I wish it was bigger because now that we size it out, we put the perimeter up. It's not going to be as big as we wish, but we've never had one before, so we'll start with this, and if this works, then maybe we can get more, get a bigger one, get another of this size. But this way we're not starting with the super big, super expensive one in case it's garbage and blows down during the first storm. We'll see. I hope it's not garbage. We got it on auction, so much cheaper than if we bought it from wherever they sell it. So we'll see how it goes. We paid just over $1,000. So for a 20 by 30 hoop shed, that's a good deal because they sell for $3,500, $4,000, and it was new, brand new. My kids are doing all the hard work and I'm talking. Earlier I was saying I'm glad it rained for one purpose, to soften this gravel. Every other reason, I didn't want it to rain.
Besides watering the garden.
It didn't need it though.
Yeah, but they already rained yesterday. I mean, yesterday by Friday night. It already rained Friday night. Didn't even rain. When I get the pumpkin plant over there. Will he? But didn't need it.
Yeah, we don't want to put too much here so that we better stop there. That one
Yeah, we
tire,
actually need to air up the tire.
that tire over there is looking kind of sketchy. I have an accent. Yeah, Minnesota or Canada, very close. Wisconsin, right next to Minnesota,
Yeah.
right next to Canada.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, $1,000, great price. Let's air up this tire before we ruin it. So if you guys don't have one of these tire inflators, I'll show you in a second. You gotta get one of these. These are really handy. But those of you who didn't see, that's how much rain we got yesterday. That's up to almost half that jug's worth in there. That's horrible. All right, let's
Like 6 more, 5 more jugs.
inflate this tire. These are really cool. I remember I thought it was nice back in the day when I had one that you had to plug in, but it was little. But this thing, just battery powered. You just charge this with a cell phone charger. Wait for it to turn on. It'll inflate truck tires. It takes an hour, but it'll do it.
Man, we need to get that gas.
Yeah. And we just let that thing run for a minute or two. It's starting to get a little sweaty out here. It's probably about 68 degrees out. I'm glad it's not a super hot day. Shoveling gravel, that'd be no fun on a super hot day. We've done it though. You gotta do what you gotta do. That's what living out in the country is about. It's all work. Not all. We have fun too. But when the work needs done, you just gotta do it. If it's cold out, if it's raining out, just making sure our tire's not exploding down there. We're good. You just do it. The work needs to be done no matter what the weather is. These tires say max PSI 30 or 35. I ain't going anywhere near there. I'll go like 11 or 12 and then I'll stop it. 32 PSI. Yeah, right now we're at 8. We're on that 8 right now.
One of these days, these tires are gonna blow.
They're old, so
They're gonna get those
I don't want to
big
push them.
bubbles after you're on some similar tires.
Yeah, this thing's really cool because you can read what PSI it's at right on the device. You don't need to stop it and push in your little stick that extends. I stayed in Gastra, Michigan for a while, and I'm a worker, and then boys can work over there. Been to Wisconsin a couple times. All right, yeah, Michigan. That's pretty close to us. I put Fix-A-Flat in mine, stop the leaks. I've never had success with Fix-A-Flat. The green goop. Probably because I'm stingy. And I just put in a little bit. I never put as much in as you're supposed to. All right, let's stop this thing.
The tires. I mean, it does take a little bit.
It takes a while, but these things are great because, I mean, look how small it is. You can just put it
in the trunk.
Put it in your trunk, put it in your car, put it in your pocket. It doesn't quite fit in your pocket.
Yet even
unless you've got some special pockets.
In this little.
Put in and then you have to drive it. Yeah, we tried that, but I probably didn't put in enough. Because I'm cheap. I don't want to use the whole bottle of Fix-A-Flat or even half the bottle, so I put in 1/10 of the bottle. All right, let me set this aside. If you want to get the Kawasaki started there, you guys can watch them start it. I like that it's key start. Don't have to pull. Yeah, air's free. Pretty close to free. About a $30 inflator, and then you just charge it. Trickle charge. It's this little cell phone charger, so that's pretty close to free. Here, I'm gonna hand you off to Tanner, so you can get a different view while we're driving that way.
Oh yeah. Let's go this way. I don't know what he said there, but I don't want to go that way. I burnt my foot last Sunday. Whoops. Oh, look at those hydraulic hoses. Maybe that'll work for the old tractor there. Ah, look at that. You beat it on. Ah. Nick Nonsense wants to replace the cab for the truck. You can see it's a little bit rusty. Look. Uh-oh. Look how bouncy that thing is. Even with a cut-off shock absorber. Yeah, look at those gaps there. You can shove your cat through there and that'll get it washed. There he is.
Right, we made it. Unfortunately, with this one, we're not going to be able to get way up there to dump it because we have obstacles. Obstacles. There's the crate the hoop shed came in. Yeah. It's windy out today, which makes it feel pretty good for shoveling gravel. Because if it was hot with no wind, that won't be as fun. I'm trying to find a level spot to put the camera on. Our gravel is so unlevel that looking at the base of my tripod feet here, and because it's a little bit windy, I'm gonna drop you down a little. Last thing I want is this camera to blow over. I've had that happen before and shatter the camera. You're a little wiggly there. All right, I guess it's time to start shoveling. Otherwise the kids are gonna be saying, we're doing all the work. While he sits there talking. Tell you what, let's maybe walk first. So maybe up by the tripod. Because this we can dump once we're able to.
Oh,
We'll do the harder work first, then we can dump at the exit.
do the easier work. No? Easier work.
Yeah, we've got like 6 inches in place if we need to be filled. 6 inch. That's a lot of gravel.
Too bad we can't just dump a big pile here. You know, with the tractor. Too bad we don't have like kids here. Move the truck a little, drive it through here, dump a pile right here, and just start shoving it all the crap. Down here it's like crazy. It's like almost a foot different right there. It's divotty now.
Alright, let's give you a little bit different view here. So you don't have to stare at the same thing over and over. Shoveling gravel. Think we can dump it yet? I think we might.
Yeah.
I need help. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Right. It was stronger.
We're gonna need another load.
Oh, yeah. So just imagine if I had to do all this by myself. So I'm thankful that the kids are helping here today. But you know what? We've already emptied our bin. Now it's time for another load. There's a little bit more, but
Not that much. Oh, we have some gravel right here.
we're scratching up our nice and shiny dump bed.
Nice and shiny. In fact, we're making more, we're actually making
How many
more.
bodies are we burying today? Well, you know, I saw at least 2.
Ooh, yeah.
2 worms. 2 worms in the middle of this gravel pile. Why are worms in the middle of a gravel pile? You'd think that would hurt them.
You know, it might be super worms.
Super worms. Those mutant worms.
Yeah, mutant. Teenage mutant worms. But it's actually shining out the bottom.
Teenage mutant worms.
That's
All right,
scratchy
here, I'll
and making it better. Look.
hand you the canner again here, and we'll head over to get some more gravel.
Oh,
Uh-oh, now we gotta get out of here.
Uh-oh. We gotta drive straight. Go around there. There they go. Oh, they want to turn around. Should be clear. Look at his clapping, but his hands aren't touching each other. There they are. There we are. Quite windy. Truck. Then. Tree. UTV.
All right. Yeah, this Kawasaki Mule is sure coming in handy. It used to be a diesel. But by the time we bought it, it was no longer a diesel. It's a Predator 420 4-cycle. We had a lot of issues with it at first. The chain was slapping, doing a lot of slapping, and that would bust the chain. It would slip off sometimes. Start rounding out the sprocket. And thankfully, some of you guys gave me a nice tip online or on the live stream about putting a bigger sprocket on the back. Did that, and it's been working good since then. So thank you guys. And I better help so they don't complain.
Another worm. Where did it go? It's got
More worms.
dead now. The berries, 3 bodies. I found another worm. Then, yeah, what's that post of? A rock pile. I get half of those rocks, they look like dirt. They always look like a dirt pile. But that's the sand pile. And this is a rock pile. Gravel pile. Gravel and rock. They are the same thing. They are the same thing. Rock, gravel, wow, one more here. We need to get the bucket, scoop it all up, raise it up higher, and stuff it into this.
All right, we better stop there.
Cow top.
I want to pop the tires. Gravel's heavy. Some of you might be wondering, if you saw the tractor over there, you're like, why aren't we using the front end loader on the tractor for this? It's too small a pile. As you see, I've already pushed it forward into that bike and camper. If I were to use that big tractor anymore on this pile, it's just gonna push it. All right, we'll have Tanner meet you over where we're driving.
Let's follow them this time. Ooh. So you guys can see the tractor. Uh-oh. It ain't going in gear. There we go. There ain't supposed to go that fast. Now there ain't gonna find if you guys aren't there. Whoop. That had no bucket. Ooh. Cool blue tractor could have done. Oh, there they go. Bye bye bye. There's the tractor. Little shortcut here between the two cars. Oh, you guys are high up there. Not no more.
Welcome back. We made it. I backed up a little bit different spot this time. Set you guys down and get to shoveling.
Definitely want to
Shoveling gravel for a hoop shed. We got duck under the bed to shut it off. We'll work on that. Maybe. There's so much to work on. No end to the project. Summer's almost done. It goes too fast.
It's already being cold. You could feel it.
Yeah, you can feel it up here in Wisconsin, pretty close to Canada. You can feel it. Summer's winding down. I like summer. I don't like winter.
And I went to school. No,
School.
give me less time.
They start school in about 2 weeks.
Sad.
Yep.
Really sad. No.
They are homeschooled though,
Yeah,
so
but I still
they
like
got
to
lucky.
work after I do all my school.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I did.
No end to the work.
Glad I'm homeschooled. So, summer is the right time, then that means
That's
no
a good
school.
life lesson though. No end to the work. If they learn to work hard now, when they get jobs, it'll go a lot easier for them. If they think it's all video games and eating candy cereal, then it's hard once you get a job.
A lot of people my age like to play video games. Just saying. But I'm here working because you know what's actually funner than video games.
Yeah.
All you do is
I have nothing against video games. I like video games. I played video games when I was a kid, but I don't have time for that anymore. It's more fun doing stuff.
Actually driving stuff, not the simulation.
Yes.
If your driver's license was a simulation.
It's more fun driving a real four-wheeler than driving a video game.
Yeah, I mean, I still play games, but mostly driving games.
All right, I think we can dump this
I
now.
love things with trailers.
Or is it not worth it? Because it's not where we want it. We don't want to dump it here.
Sadly, the truck's
There.
here, so it's the only place to dump it.
Shoveling gravel. Overtime mode on. Oh yeah. All time is overtime. Always work to do. But if you're having fun doing it or you're accomplishing something, that makes it a lot easier to do. Big difference if you're working for something you want to do versus something someone tells you to do because your boss said to do it.
I mean, when I went out here, I'm like, man, I'm going to get stuff done today. Then after that, I'm going to drive a
Almost had a
house
shovel
up.
collision there.
And after that, I'm going to drive this. And then, do more work. But I mean, some work is kind of fun. Like if you're going to dump loads or with a trailer.
Should we tip it? It'll be easier to shovel now.
Personally, me,
But you have 2 people.
I like things with trailers, so
Did our class actually class?
we can buy them.
Slow so we don't lose it all.
That's how we don't dump them.
We don't really want it all dumped there. Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
There's a big video over here.
It let's show you guys where we're pushing it to. You're just watching us digging it out. You don't see what we're accomplishing. Okay, hopefully the camera doesn't fall.
Work sometimes ain't always fun. A lot of times ain't always fun, but
We're gonna need more gravel before we're done, but
I mean, once you get the work done, you're gonna do it up to like
this will hopefully get us to a point where we can put up the frame of the hoop shed.
a lot of people like me are like, I don't want to do my chores. Once you get them done, I mean, personally, this ain't a chore. I'm just helping out. Because I don't have to do it, but I have to.
Yep. Yeah, both of my kids here helping today. I didn't ask either of them to help. So that's awesome. They just came out and helped. They saw me doing it and they came out and started helping. It's almost empty.
Almost time to get another load.
11:48.
Right. Guess the time Tanner said it was. He said it's 11:48 Central Time, United States, here in central Wisconsin. You know what that means? It means it's lunchtime. I'm not going to make them work through lunch. So we're going to end our stream here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Trying to figure out what this channel is going to be about. Trying to make it about all the work we do on this hobby farm, fixer-upper, classic cars, all the work I do any given day. There's always something to do. So thank you for watching what I was working on today. I'll be working on more this afternoon, but I'm breaking for lunch. I don't know what I'm going to have for lunch today. We don't have any cheese noodles. We have oatmeal. Nothing great. I might have a frozen burrito.
Lucky.
I saw one in the fridge. So from central Wisconsin to all over the world, I saw lots of people from all over. Thanks for joining. You guys have a nice day.